If it wasn't historic enough being played at Yankee Stadium, Ross Sherman made sure that the 150th meeting of Lafayette Lehigh was going to be one for the record books. The Leopard senior running back ran for a Patriot League single-game record 304 yards on 45 carries in the 27-7 win on Saturday. He scored 3 touchdowns, including a 79-yarder midway through the second quarter to blow the game wide open. The FCS Playoffs selection show was on Sunday, and the Patriot League champion Fordham Rams will host a first-round game against Sacred Heart on Saturday. It's the second straight season that the two teams will meet in the first round of the FCS Playoffs. The full 24-team bracket is available on NCAA.com, and here's a look at Fordham's section of the bracket. Saturday's winner will move on to face the tournament's top seed, number 1 New Hampshire, on December 6th. The other half of Fordham's section includes number 8 Chattanooga, which awaits the winner of Eastern Kentucky and Indiana State. All of the games will be live on ESPN3.com. Now let's take a look at all the highlights from Saturday's regular season finales around the Patriot League. In the 150 meetings of Lafayette Lehigh, only one game had been played away from the campuses of either school. Saturday marked the second as the nation's most played rivalry took the grand stage at Yankee Stadium. Lafayette jumped out to the early 7-0 lead as Ross Sherman scored on a 1-yard touchdown run. And after a Lehigh 3-and-out, Sherman capped another long drive with a 1-yard score to make it 14-0. On the Leopards' next possession, Sherman broke it wide open.
It's gone well. Maybe Sherman's going after the FCS record. He goes rolling across the 30. Ross Sherman, 3rd touchdown of the game.
Lehigh finally scored on a long 70-yard touchdown run by Chris Lee in the third quarter, but that was as close as the Mountain Hawks would get, as Lafayette put an exclamation point on the win with Zach Zweizig's 23-yard touchdown pass to Matt Mrazek late in the fourth. The Leopards held on to win 27-7. At West Point, number 7 Fordham was looking to beat an FBS team for the second straight season, and Joseph Pavlik's fake punt pass to the end zone was tipped in the air, and Matt DeSisto grabbed it for the 29-yard touchdown and a 10-0 lead. Army scored 4 straight touchdowns to take a 28-10 lead into the fourth quarter before Michael Niebuhr connected with Brian Wetzel for a 65-yard touchdown to cut it to 28-17. The two teams continued to trade touchdowns in the high-scoring fourth quarter, but Army held on for the 42-31 win. In Lewisburg, it was Bucknell going for its 9th win of the season against a Colgate team that had lost 5 straight. In a sluggish first half, the Bison struggled to get going, turning the ball over and managing a pair of field goals, including a 44-yarder by Derek Maurer as time expired to make it 6-0 at half. Colgate exploded with a big play to start the third quarter as Jake Melville connected with John Mataluna for a 62-yard pass down to the Bucknell 1-yard line. 2 plays later, John Wilkins punched it in to give the Raiders a 7-6 lead. Later in the third, Melville drove the Raiders 53 yards, capped by a 4-yard pass to Ed Pavalco for a 14-6 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, Bucknell's Brian Regan returned it 15 yards before fumbling it over to Colgate, and 6 plays later, Wilkins scored from 3 yards out to make it 21-6 heading into the fourth quarter. The Raiders' defense stood tall in the final quarter, forcing a turnover on downs and a pair of interceptions to seal the 21-6 win. In Washington, D.C., it was the Georgetown Hoyas looking to beat Holy Cross in the season finale for the second straight season, and Kyle Nolan got them going early with a 13-yard touchdown pass to Matthew Buckman to make it 7-3 at half. Holy Cross quarterback Ryan Laughlin gave the Crusaders a 10-7 lead early in the third on a 4-yard touchdown run, but Nolan dropped in a perfect pass to Justin Hill for a 37-yard touchdown to take back the lead at 14-10. Joel Campella extended it to 21-10 on a 3-yard run midway through the fourth, and the Hoya defense came up with a big stop on the next drive, forcing one of Holy Cross's 2 turnovers in the game. The Hoyas held on to win 21-16. To follow Fordham's FCS playoff run, log on to PatriotLeague.com. For the Patriot League Network, I'm Jimmy Johnson.